Jisoo, Jennie, and Lisa of Blackpink all created their own agencies for their solo activities. Lisa has been busy with her promotion stateside. Jennie and Jisoo just announced the release of their albums. Before them, many other idols have created their own agencies. Very few are thriving, some are barely surviving. The majority have already closed their doors, proving that being a great artist doesn't always equate to being a great businessman. Kim Jae-jung. Kim Jae-jung, a former member of TVXQ and the lead vocalist of JYJ, has enjoyed a successful solo career. At 35, the K-pop star is one of the wealthiest idols in the industry. He has ventured into many businesses, including his cosmetic brand, Cafe J-holic, restaurants. Just like any other business, he faced many challenges. Unfortunately, he didn't survive them all. He faced tax problems and, of course, the pandemic, and that led to the closing of all of his businesses. His latest venture is Incode, a K-pop agency which already launched its first girl group, Say My Name. They are experiencing some success but still in the process of building their fan base. Incode, however, already launched their global audition. The audition will be held in five major cities across Korea: Daejeon, Daegu, Gwangju, Busan, and Jeju, as well as Japan, China, Thailand, and the US. Jae-jung said he aims to launch his very first boy group. The one thing he did this time that he didn't do in other ventures is that he actually partnered with somebody who already has experience in management, the former vice president of Cube Entertainment, No Yoon Tae. Minzy of 21. After leaving 21, Minzy set up her own dance school, Millennium Dance Academy, and signed with Music Works, where she was allegedly promised 4 albums a year. She ended with a legal dispute against the agency. She eventually settled and set up her own MZ Entertainment and released several singles. However, it has been 2 years since she posted in her own YouTube channel and 3 years since she released any song. She has recently reunited with 21 but has not mentioned anything about her management company. The agency's official website, mzentertainment.com, has been deleted, and there has been no activity on its social media account since January 2024. Minzy's Instagram account dedicated to the agency has also remained inactive, further fueling speculation that MZ Entertainment may have closed down already. Kang Daniel. In June 2019, Kang Daniel established two companies, Connect Entertainment and KD Corporation Limited. Serving as the chief executive officer of both, Connect Entertainment manages his entertainment activities, while KD Corporation Limited oversees his other business interests, including a cafe called Cafe de Connect, the Kang Daniel official fan cafe mobile app, and game collaborations like Superstar Kang Daniel and Starway Kang Daniel. Connect Entertainment was embroiled in a legal dispute between Kang Daniel and a major shareholder, A, who held around 70% of the company's share. Fans were shocked. They were under the impression that Daniel owned 100% of the company, or at least a majority of it. In May 2024, Kang Daniel filed a criminal complaint against A, alleging several serious charges, including counterfeit of private documents, embezzlement, breach of trust, violation of information and communication networks, and fraud using computers. The conflict began in January 2023 when Daniel discovered a prepayment distribution contract worth over 10 billion won, or $7.4 million, had been signed without his consent, using his name and corporate seal. Despite multiple inquiries, no information was provided regarding the contract details, leading Daniel to personally investigate the situation. The investigation further revealed unauthorized overseas remittances and business income processing methods totaling 2 billion won, about 1.5 million, as well as missing funds from his personal bank account amounting to 1.7 billion won, or $1.3 million. Additionally, the misuse of corporate card led to tens of millions of won being falsely recorded as his prop expenses. The agency is now closed. Nam Tae-yoon, Nam Taeyoon left winner on November 25, 2016. Taeyoon had a strong artistic vision that reportedly clashed with YG's structured system. He wanted more control over his music, but YG Entertainment had strict creative and promotional guidelines. Nam Taeyoon founded his own label, South Buyers Club, in March 2017, and he formed his South Club band, with Nam serving as the leader, main vocalist, guitarist, and primary composer. In June 2018, he revealed that he was deeply in debt, amounting to approximately 500 million Korean won, or $395,000, due to expenses of running South Club independently, including production costs and staff salaries. He expressed the difficulties of managing various aspects of the band, such as styling, producing, and overall management, without the support of a large scale corporate entity. These financial struggles ultimately led to the closure of South Buyers Club in November 2019. He also got into a lot of drug troubles. Ziko of Black B. In 2019, Ziko, a member of Block B, established Cause, or King of the Jungle Entertainment, to have more creative control over his music while also developing new talent. However, Cause Entertainment faced several challenges from the outset. One of the key issues is the financial pressure and the stiff competition from larger agencies. It made it difficult for the company to reach the level of success seen by other K-pop giants like SM, JYP, and YG. In 2020, Cause Entertainment joined HYBE. The acquisition was aimed at strengthening HYBE's influence in hip-hop and R&B music scene. However, things are still not going too well. In June 2023, the CEO of Cause Entertainment resigned, followed by the departure of a longtime manager in early 2024. These changes were reportedly due to the company's poor performance, as it recorded sales of 19.4 billion Korean won, or approximately 4.2 million US dollars, marking the lowest performance rate among HYBE subsidiary labels. Jay Park, former member and leader of 2PM. Jay Park left 2PM after several controversial posts he made on Facebook were discovered by fans. He then founded AOMG in 2013 and Higher Ground Music in 2017 with producer Cha-Cha Malone. Both agencies are actually successful in their respective genres, but December 31 of 2021, Jay Park announced his resignation as the CEO of both AOMG and Higher Ground Music. He cited a desire to focus more on his music career and to take a more hands-off approach to the business. Tiger JK. Tiger JK was born So Jung-kwon, and he is one of the most respected rappers in South Korea. He first gained prominence as a member of Drunken Tiger, a group that played a pivotal role in introducing hip-hop to mainstream Korean audience. In 2013, Tiger JK co-founded Jungle Entertainment, but they were acquired by Signal Entertainment Group. He then founded Feel Good Music alongside his wife, Yoon or Tasha, and fellow artist Busy. Despite their active schedules, including variety show appearances, concerts, and advertisements, they were informed by their managers that the company remained in debt and that additional work was necessary to achieve profitability. Tiger JK and Yoon discovered that their own employees stole approximately 4.7 million US dollars over the course of a year. And yes, they sued and they shut down the company. Yolin, former member of Sistar, she established her own agency, Bride, in November 2017. In a December 2023 interview, she candidly discussed the financial challenges of running her own company. She revealed that despite her dedication, the agency has not been profitable, and she has invested all her earnings from her Sistar days into the venture. Yolin emphasized her commitment to paying her employees on time, though, even if it means she doesn't earn any money. She also acknowledged the difficulties of managing the agency alone, stating that it would really be challenging to take on additional artists under the current financial circumstances. Rain. He is one of the most successful soloists from South Korea. He started with JYP Entertainment. In 2008, Rain made his Hollywood debut in the film Speed Racer and starred in Ninja Assassin in 2009, the latter of which made him the first Korean to win an MTV Movie Award. In 2013, he left JYP and signed with Cube Desi, a subsidiary of Cube Entertainment. But in 2015, he announced that he created his own one man agency with his longtime manager and other entertainment figures, J Tune Entertainment. He helped launch several groups, including M Black and Madtown, two of the most talented groups ever. J Tune eventually declared bankruptcy and he formed another company, Rain Company. He is currently managing Cypher and actress Oh Yeju. Psy. After his Gangnam Style success, he formed P Nation and immediately signed Yoona and Dawn after the two were forced to leave their agencies when they admitted to being in a relationship. People were excited, but they left without releasing an album. Psy signed Jessie, Crush, Hazy, Penomeko, Swings, Diarc, and Wasa. Jesse and Diarc also left without launching an album. Crush seems to be the most active in the roster. Other idols who have launched their own agencies and are still managing themselves are Henry Lau, Baekhyun, and Dio of EXO, Shina, the entire group, GOT7, Jackson Wang, Super Junior's Donghae and Unyuk, and a few others. It's not easy. Putting up your own business is not easy. There are a lot of external factors way beyond your control that can affect your business. And the mere fact that these idols or these entertainers, some of them, the businesses that they established are still here, they're still running, that is proof already of how good they are as entrepreneurs. And I hope that if there's anything you took away from this, is that you do need way more commitment if you want to put up your own business. A lot of people go into a business thinking that they can do whatever it is that they want to do, fire whoever they want to fire, and just work with the people they want to work with. That is not true at all. There are regulations to follow. Sometimes your employees screw up, but you still can't fire them because there are laws that you need to follow. When your employees go home and spend time with their families and do other things, you still have to think about your business, how to grow it, deal with problems that they don't have to deal with. You have to think about money, where are you going to get the next fund to, or the next cash flow, or the next revenue in order to pay your employees, all of those things. So just be prepared, but also I hope that to a certain extent inspired you and better prepare you, so just in case you're going to establish your own business, you're better prepared and you can do a much more comprehensive research before you actually get into it. All right, I hope you learned something. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit that notification button. And of course, share the video if you can. Also, follow me on Patreon and also on X. Thank you.